Alright, we're going to be watching YIKESAMA, who's bronze support. I think this is on PC. Explain how my teammates aren't the reason I'm hard stuck. I am hard stuck bronze support, can't get out. I play almost perfectly every game. Maybe we'll see about that. Yet can't climb. My account is cursed or something. Snowball games 100% of the time. Either I demolished the other team, the other team demolishes mine. I would like for anyone to review my game and tell me if I played the same level as I'm playing in that VOD, even 20% of the time, why I can't climb. Okay, so I've done a pre-watch of this, and I have some summarized notes. I'm going to put this together into 3 themes as to why you are bad. To be perfectly blunt, why you are bad. Though actually, I thought the overall gameplay didn't look terrible. I mean, I think you just make a lot of major mistakes. I think your regular gameplay is not as bad as I would expect for bronze. I think if you could avoid the major mistakes, you'd probably climb very quickly. Alright, the 3 themes are, number 1, letting your tank die, which is absolutely your job as main healer, especially in the lineup where you're running a Zen. Number 2 is letting your support / DPS die, which is at least partially your responsibility, especially, running a Zen. And number 3, bad coalescences. So let's cover number 1, letting the tank die, or close to dying in this first case. So number 1, we're going to play this out from 540v6. So you see how you throw a damage orb there? Your Zarya currently has 4 people aiming at her, and she does not have cover, running backwards in a straight line on the road. It is very, very lucky that your Orisa, that your Orisa does not die right now. She happens to live this time, but we're going to note this, that you do not adequately prioritize your tank when you need to. Okay, the absolute right call here in this situation was throwing a heal orb, because she is in grave danger, and you don't recognize that. And we will see that going forwards. 736. So, your Orisa is ulting their team, okay? With a Bastion, a Sigma, the Baptista's kind of out of it. I don't necessarily agree with this Terra Surge, but like you should be helping your Orisa, okay? You walk forwards here, you start healing her, which is fine, and then you break line of sight. Why? Like, why are you over here? And because you break line of sight, you're no longer able to heal, and the Orisa dies. If she'd just been able to get around the corner, she would have lived. So that's on you, right? All you had to do was maintain LOS of her there, and she would have lived, right? She would have gotten just enough healing to get around the corner, and then you would have been able to heal up the rest, / your Zen, / whatever, right? Definitely your fault for just not prioritizing enough. That might not seem so clearly your fault, but we'll get there. Let's look at 840. So, 840. You see your Zarya's injured. Okay, note that she's already missing 100 health right now. Now she's missing 200 health. You start healing. Now you start damaging for no reason. You have a nearly full gauge of healing, and your Zarya is still missing half of her health right now. Your damage is not going to change anything, right? I don't think you realize how little damage like Moira does. Your damage isn't going to do anything in this fight, okay? You also have orb right now. What do? You throw damage orb, despite the fact that, again, this damage orb is going to be split between 4 people. It's going to do 50 damage to 4 people. Your Zarya is still missing 200 health, okay? Now watch. Continue. Hack goes off. Now your Zarya is missing 300 something health, okay? You start healing, but it is too late now. And you cannot keep up with this damage because you never were healing her to begin with. Okay? Now Flux goes off, and she dies. Again, if you threw Healing Orb and you were healing from the very beginning, would she have 100% lived here? I mean, no, maybe not. Like, you're getting Flux, so there's a window there, but you would have given her a much better chance to live and to have more impact, right? And maybe she would have been more aggressive, gotten more damage in if she had more health. So that's on you. Again, we're going to keep going. 1533. Alright, Zarya's here. Right? Oh, let's go back a little bit. Alright, so she's here. Alright, you pop Coalescence. Alright, she's damaged. You should be healing right now. You should throw a damage orb instead of healing her. You should still be healing her. You should still be healing her, and she's dead. That's gotta be clearly your fault. Right? If you thought the previous examples were like on the edge, that's clearly your fault, right? If your Zarya lives here, she just runs over the opposing team, right? They have no tank. High energy Zarya just kills everybody. Literally, you plus Zarya could kill all 4 of these people, right? Without a tank, she could just kill everybody. That's 100% on you. 1621. It keeps going. All right, Zarya comes out. She's clearly injured, right? You start healing. Then you're off target, and you break LOS. She's still critically injured. You haven't thrown Heal Orb, and then she dies. All you had to do was just maintain LOS of her until at least you confirmed that she was going around the corner. You also could have thrown Heal Orb at any moment in time to heal her. That's on you. 1727, last one. Alright, so for starters, it's going to be, you're out here, alright, start healing. You fade here, which I understand. You should not have jumped at the end. You should just faded around the corner and waited because you got to get back in, right? This is like the second to last fight. You can't be this far away from the fight, number one. Number two, you finally get back here. Zarya is out here. She's grabbed. You have to be walking forwards right now because everyone's going to be targeting the Zarya. No one's looking at you, right? You have to walk forward right now. Walk forward, 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 and then while damaging until you get in range and start healing the Zarya. Again, Zarya can solo carry fights if you heal her, right? She's like the highest damage tank in the game and one of the highest damage heroes in the game. All you have to do is just heal her right now. She kills the Bastion, you win. All you do is heal the Zarya. Still have to heal the Zarya, right? Throw heal orb, keep healing the Zarya. No, don't want to do it. You have no chance at killing this Bastion with Baptiste healing. Zero chance, right? Zen's able to kill him. You can't do anything. If you just save your Zarya there, totally different situation. So now we covered the examples of you letting the tank die. Let's cover you letting the supports and other DPS die. 5, 3, 6. So you look right here. Bob's gonna come out, right? So you should have thrown a heal orb right now instead of damage. You see the Hanzo super low, so you should have thrown heal orb, step to the right, look to the left, heal the Hanzo. Instead, he dies, and you faded. And you didn't even necessarily need to fade right there. You are a very selfish player. It's very clear in your gameplay. You don't give a damn about anybody else in your team. You think everybody else in your team is trash, and like that they can't do anything, you know? You're like, why even have them in this game? But they, in fact, can do a lot. It's just that you don't heal them. Right? Like, little things like this add up, right? If the Hanzo's still alive, maybe he kills this Kiriko, you know? There's a lot of things that can happen here if you keep teammates alive. If you don't keep teammates alive, yeah, they don't do anything. Let's watch this again. So, one of the big things about this game is that you have a Sombra all game long. And instead of thinking about the Sombra a lot, you just don't care. You personally feel no danger because you have regen, right, whenever you damage her, and then you also can fade away if you're ever in serious danger. Your teammates cannot, and you need to recognize that. So in this scenario, the Sombra is going to uncloak right next to you, right? Hacks, shoot your Zen, and you're completely oblivious. Now, to be fair, like maybe your tank was in grave danger right now, right? Is that what happens? Nope, you're just damaging a Sigma. Your tank's at full health. You had plenty of time to turn around, heal your Sombra, or heal your Zen, right? Keep your Zen alive. Maybe Zen kills Kiriko here, right? Kiriko swift stepped in, right? Forces the Sombra back, and then this whole fight's different. Instead, you're probably like, oh, my teammates are trash. They died. Well, yeah, you're playing a super evasive hero, but other teammates are not. This is just what happens. You can't have 6 Moiras on your team, 5 Moiras on your team. Overwatch 1 habits. You know, this is not reasonable. So it's really, really bad, right? Just keep your teammates alive. So we're gonna keep going all the way over to 6:15. So you watch your Hanzo, right? Because you saw your Hanzo on your screen earlier. He's reasonably high. You hear the Ashe on high ground right now. The Ashe is shooting. You can hear this right next to you, right? You even turn to try to heal the Hanzo, and then you kind of give up. You just decide it's not worth it to save the Hanzo's life. Hanzo walks forward with 1 health, which is actually a good call because the Sombra would have killed him otherwise. And then he's gonna die here because he's super low. And at any moment in time in this, you could have healed him. Right? As soon as you hear that Ashe shot, I'd be like, wait, what? I registered? It's not like she dies in 1 headshot. I can understand. If he dies in 1 headshot, like, it is what it is. But you have plenty of time here to heal this Hanzo, and you just choose not to, because either you lack the awareness or you don't give a damn. One or the other. You take your choice. Alright. So, as if that wasn't bad enough, somehow your Orisa's still stalling this card for forever. You're going to see your Zen come out again. Bam, bam, bam. And, again, all it takes is just a little bit of healing for your Zen to get the cover, and you would have been all set, right? Again, your Orisa was not instantly going to die here. You had plenty of time. Could have saved the Zen. Very, very unfortunate. Well, not unfortunate. It's just because you're just not very good. Okay. So we're going to watch up here. You're going to step forward. You're frontlining. There's no reason for you to be doing this, right? Zarya's not a frontliner. At higher ranks, you'll get obliterated whenever you step forward like here. And then it forces your fade. And you're probably like, whatever. No big deal. That's not a mistake. See what happens over here? Zen gets hacked, Zen gets hunted down, Zen gets killed. If you had fade, you could have faded across the room and saved your Zen. And because of that, you're once again down a player. I don't know like how familiar you are with Overwatch, but it's really hard to win fights when you're down a player. You know, it's just not likely to happen. And the number of opportunities you have to save teammates and you don't is extreme, right? We ran through like 10 examples over the course of, you know, about 16 minutes of gameplay. That's a lot. That's like, for perspective, when I play support, in an entire game, I'll probably only have like 1 or 2 opportunities where I'm like, oh, well, I screwed up. I could have saved that person. You can't have 10 plus opportunities of no saves in a game. That's like actually crazy, and that's why you can't climb, is because you just keep letting teammates die. Okay, we'll talk about coalescences here. This isn't nearly as major a point, but I do want to highlight it. So right here, we're stepping out. Okay, what's the situation? They're already down 2 at least, right? I think they might actually be down 3. Yeah, they're down 3 right now because the Sombra's nowhere close. But they're down 2. You know for sure they're down 2, right? You just saw that 2 died. You pop Coalescence. But why? Why are we popping Coalescence? This fight's won. It's over. You don't need this coal. It's not doing anything. Right? It's like, oh, cool. Like, maybe you get this kill in Sigma or whatever. But it doesn't matter because this fight was already over. This is a huge waste of Coalescence. And you probably just don't understand ult economy because you're bronze. So, short answer, don't use ultimates if you don't need to use them to win the fight. If you're going to win the fight anyway, or you're going to lose the fight anyway, don't pop ultimates. Let's talk about another one. 1339. Alright. Coming out again. Your Cassidy's dead, so you're already in a 4 and 5 situation, which is a bad time to pop ulti. You pop Coalescence too late, and you walk in front of this window. You very luckily do not die for this. Right? Very, very luckily you don't die for this, and you manage to kill the Baptiste, which I think is honestly luck. I think that is just straight up luck. But then you end up dying here anyway, because you get way too aggressive. Right? Walk in a straight line, and then you die. By the way, you jump too much. Somebody else already mentioned that, but I'm not going to bother explaining that because I don't think you're going to listen to me anyway. Okay. Let's cover another one. 15, 14. So here we go again. Right? You're hacked. So your Mei is in spawn. Soldier walking back from spawn. This is a 3-on-5 right now. Okay? And you pop Cole here, and what does it accomplish? Yeah, you keep some teammates alive, but you could have done it anyway just by going over to them and healing. And now you don't have Coalescence to actually change an even fight. Again, your Mei still walking back. You consistently pop ultimates in situations where you are down or the enemy team is down. It feels like you have very little awareness as to whether or not your team is actually going to win the fight, and you just kind of pop it when you feel like it. And this one, I think is your last Coalescence of the game. So your soldier's going to die up top. Right? Again, Coalescence late. And then now you're using Coalescence against a Bastion, which is not great. You sit here, and what really is happening? Right? What have we really accomplished with this Coalescence? Nothing. Right? Once again, you lose the fight. Right? Like, over and over and over again, your Coalescences do nothing. Like, yeah, it's like theoretically you got healing, theoretically you did damage, but it doesn't actually, or sometimes you even get a kill, but if you don't win the fight, it doesn't matter. And you just don't have the ability to read that. Okay. I'm going to pause there. Hopefully it's helpful. I don't know if you're going to listen to any of this or not, but it is what it is.